Hello everyone. Today's session is going to be a very interesting session and it's 3D printing in operations management. Let's see what 3D printing is. You all know what printing is and you all know what three-dimensional is. Now here we are going to see about three-dimensional printing. So why three-dimensional printing, where three-dimensional printing, all of these details will be discussed further in these slides. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. 3D printing. Additive manufacturing refers to the technologies that creates object through sequential layering. You would have seen 3D printing. So how this printing happens is through additive manufacturing. How this additive manufacturing, before manufacturing a product, they do 3D printing version and then they'll decide what to be done and what not to be done and how to focus on the layering thing and how the sequential layering can be introduced in the manufacturing concept, in the lean manufacturing concept, and how with what tools, with what equipments, with what technologies, or which sort of processes this layering could be done. All of this will be designed using the 3D printing model. This additive manufacturing refers to the technologies that creates objects through sequential layering. That is what it means. Any object that we are going to produce will be based on the technology. We'll be layering it using sequential and this additive manufacturing processes. That is how the 3D design printing happens. Further to this 3D design printing, they'll go with a lot of prototypings, lot of testings using this 3D printing, and only then the final decision will be taken about what equipment to be used, what tools to be bought in for the production. All of this will be decided based on this 3D additive manufacturing technology creates object through the sequential layering concept. This 3D printing object or 3D model or rapid prototyping slicing printing. So we call it as sequential layering as we saw in the previous slide. And from this slide we also got to know not only the objects that we design using this 3D printing technology, but also 3D models will be developed using this 3D printing technology. Apart from this objects and 3D modeling, we also do rapid prototyping slicing, like how we saw about sequential layering. This is prototyping slicing. This prototyping slicing happens very rapidly, so it is called as rapid prototyping slicing. And finally printing. All of these, be it as objects, be it as 3D modeling, be it as rapid prototyping slicing, all of this, the final product will be printing. What kind of technology will be used for this printing is being decided based on the object and also on the 3D model and also on the rapid prototyping slicing. Be it a slicing or a sequential layering, the printing process, the end point will be discussed or being finalized using the modeling or the object that we are being using or building using this 3D printing methodology. And apart from this, let us see what else in the further slides. So what is the application of 3D printing? What is the use of 3D printing? Where this 3D printing is being effectively used or implemented? It is being used in nano-sized object to big house construction. See, we can't construct a home and demonstrate it. So we go with this 3D printing model. So the house will be of nano-sized objects. House construction will be done and using different technologies, this 3D objects, 3D models, 3D printing, rapid prototyping. With all of those technologies, a nano size object of a house will be done and that house will be later on constructed if this 3D printing works out well. Here this 3D printing application is being used. And prototyping is wherever the testing process happens, they test it using this 3D printing model. So we go with a lot of pilot skinning and 3D printing methodologies using this prototyping and nano-size objects. In all sectors, especially in medical field, there are a lot of 3D printing applications because they use 3D printing application because it's very expensive. So we go with 3D printing methodology and we see how it works and what to be included and what changes to be made, and if brought in some features, how it works well. All of this will be decided using this 3D printing methodology. And this is what is the application of 3D printing. And thanks for all your patience and listening to this 3D printing session. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.